What is up, everybody? Today, trade cap for May 13th, 2026. And technically, two trades today. One on Tesla for a $3,500 win, and one on Meta for a $550 win. So, really nice day today, right? Tons of opportunities, right? The market has been pretty easy this past couple of, past 5 weeks, to be honest. Right? Market has been pretty straightforward, right? We're getting very nice continuation on a lot of these names. Very nice. Yeah, I know. What the hell? Yo, yo, Apple's at $300. What the hell? That's crazy. Yeah, so in this video I'm going to be talking about, right, what opportunities there were today, what my analysis was today, and also the trades I took. So let's get right into the video. So this morning, right, we have to understand we're opening on QQ and SPY, right? QQ and SPY, we're opening up, right, with a strong gap up in this pre-market, but the most important thing now is the reaction on previous high level, right? Reaction on previous high level in the market open, we want to see if we're above or below. Very simple, right? And the market open, we end up just rejecting pre-market previous high level, and we end up just coming back down. So that was pretty-ish. QQ and SPY, right? Nothing really too crazy on the markets, right? We ended up reclaiming very nicely this pre-market low slash view up on both these names, having a nice V-shaped recovery. Oh, like insane V-shaped recovery, right? So very, very bullish on the markets, right? Markets, I think, are all-time highs again. Yeah, markets are all-time highs again, which is literally insane. I didn't even check other names. Yeah, no, that's crazy. What about this one? Yeah, I know, that's crazy. So let's go into the video. So let me pull up my alerts, right? 8:36 Apple on watch, right? No pre-market game plan. I woke up a little bit later today, so I didn't really want to post it after market open. So 8:36 Apple on watch, right? Apple was breaking that higher time frame consolidation break. Missed entry on Apple just because, right, I don't really trade the first 5 minutes of market open, so we're breaking above our previous high level within the first 2 minutes, right? Either you have that opening drive play in your playbook, or you're just missing this name because, right, like the best entry is going to be above that 295 candle closure. So this name, right, no real entry on this name. And then we actually did hit $300 today, which is kind of insane, right? Apple, of course, has a relative strength higher time frame, so you want to be prioritizing this name, just like Tesla and Nvidia as well. So Apple, higher time frame strength, right? These names, are looking very easy to the upside, very obvious place to the upside. Same thesis on Nvidia and Tesla also in play, just like Apple. But yeah, no, that's actually insane. Apple's at $300. That's crazy. Guys, this is history, guys. This is literally history right here. We're watching history as we speak. Apple at $300 is crazy. But yeah, so markets are all-time highs now, right? We have very nice moves on Meta. So let me first talk about Meta. Let me talk about Meta, right? So entire market choppy 844, 857 ranging on most names today. I'm keeping on Meta today since we bounced off low today so hard we can discuss your relative strength. So 857, guys, I'm calling out Meta to keep an eye on because Meta is showing strong price action, right? Price action is the GOAT, right? So we're bouncing off low today very aggressively, reclaiming VWAP, reclaiming 600 key level, bounce like breaking high of day level while QQ and SPY are at low of day. So if Meta is at high of day and reclaim these key levels while QQ and SPY is at low of day, this name has relative strength, right? So I'm looking to play this name. So this entry, right? You could technically enter this name or at my pretty much when I called it, right? But the problem is the spreads and contracts were so volatile that like I just didn't have balls to enter. I'm just gonna be straightforward. Right? I didn't have balls to enter, right? But after we kind of had this high day plus pre-market high break and I saw this momentum, then I entered off this kind of price action confirmation at this key level right here, right? Very straightforward, just playing with the trend, right? We had a nice pop high of day to 609, 30%, and then got stopped out breaking for my charge. That's why this win was kind of smaller. I don't even know. Yeah, $550 win, so nothing too crazy, right? And then pretty much entered Meta, right? And then got stopped at break even. And then Tesla could be a watch above 440 as well, 440.50, which is high day on Tesla. So Tesla, right, was about to break high day. So I wanna play Tesla above its high day, but not just as pre-market high. I want to play a little bit above high day, so I have more confirmation that we're actually holding high day level. So 440 and 50, right? 440.50 indices are dead. Just need to wait for name to show a relative strength because at this point QQ and SPY haven't reclaimed levels yet. QQ and SPY, right? See, even though SPY is technically reclaim view up in previous level, the price action isn't there. So my game plan is now just to wait for a day to show strength and weakness, right? And now basing my trade off the market. So 927 Tesla calls on watch. And also at this point, QQ SPY ended up reclaiming the view up as well, so it looked way better. So Tesla calls on watch, gap built to previous high in play. Like I literally called the entire thesis beforehand. Like look at this, like gap fill in play. And what do we have? We broke high of day by that 440.50 and had that gap fill to previous high level. Like, you know, it's very straightforward, right? Tesla calls on watch, gap fill, wow, Tesla too quick to alert, gave my entry and thesis beforehand, right? Because when I enter, I'm already up 20%. So, you know, I don't really want to give a late entry and like, you know, people kind of enter in late because then the risk reward is skewed, right? But you can kind of wait for another pullback and then have your risk reward adjusted. Insane momentum on Tesla, final TP here on Tesla, like very insane trade. Like this trade was insane. I wish I sized up more, and I don't know, something wrong with me in my trading where I just can't size up mentally when I'm taking 0 day contracts. It's just hard for me to size up on 0 days. That's something I have to work on. But yeah, recently I've been taking 0 days instead of the 1 day contracts, just because the past month and a half the market has been insane, right? The market is insane. We're having such liquid movements that I want to take advantage of, because I know my normal wins on 0 days is over 50%, over 60% average easily, right? So I want to take advantage of that, right? It's all about statistics. So laying 5 cons, right, actually ended up being stopped out literally like 5 minutes after, because my stop loss on those cons were pretty tight, because I didn't actually get off my screen, right? So I think I stopped those trailers literally at this candle below fair value gap. So ended up being stopped out, but Tesla actually ended up even running a little bit more, so which is absolutely insane. So yeah, I mean, very, very insane day for the overall market, right? All-time highs on SPY again, right? A lot of these names look so good, higher time frame, right? We want to keep Tesla on watch, higher time frame to the all-time highs of 500. Apple was already let me just, right, and then I already have the entire watch list here, right? This is a watch list, right? We have I even include Apple in this. What the hell? I'm surprised I include Apple. On. That's okay. I'm not sorry that I didn't put Apple in this, but yeah. So Nvidia, we want to keep on a watch, right? Where's Nvidia at today? I need to pay attention. Yeah, so we want to keep Nvidia on watch for this month and this week. Tesla this month / this week. We want to keep AMD as well this month / week, and also Amazon, and also Apple should be here, which I don't know why Apple isn't here. Yes, surprised I didn't talk about Apple. But yeah, so that's pretty much a trade recap today. I mean, pretty very easy. The markets are so easy, guys. Like, there's no, these are the easiest markets you'll have, you know. But yeah, again, literally, just always be patient, wait for that name with strength and weakness, and let the probabilities play out. It's literally that simple. Like like trading is, you don't overcomplicate things, right? I'm just playing with names that are showing strength and weakness, right? Like, but yeah, this month, right, up over what, $13,000, which is pretty good now, right? Like on before this week, right, the month was decent, but now with these 2 days, these bigger days, right, now the month's actually looking pretty good. So that is really good news, right? 100% daily win percentage, which is fantastic, and then trade win percentage is 77%, so which is also pretty high, right? But yeah, I mean, can't really complain too much. We should now need to keep a watch out on those names on the higher time frame, so we can get those easy trades. And also, if you guys are swinging, like swinging, this is also the swingers market, right? Very bullish names on the higher time frame, right? Like swing traders, right? If you're a swing trader, like swing trading isn't a thing that's 24/7, right? I think swing trading has cycles where you only want to be swing trading during the bullish market like cycles, right? Which is right now. So that's the only time swing traders should exist. Otherwise, when we're consolidating and we're like not doing shit, right? Then swing traders should be homeless, right? They're not making any money because the swings, the direction is so random. Whereas when we're clearly higher time frame bullish, right? Then we can expect us to kind of buy these dips up and expect to push higher, you know? But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a trade cap for SNDK. Yeah, we're just consolidating now on the semiconductors. And yeah, I mean, I think I talked about everything. How long is the video? 7 minutes long. That's pretty much trade cap. If you guys have any questions, join Discord down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And peace.